don't sign up for any financial engagement without an engagement letter. I'm Paul Mauro. People ask me all the time, fees, charges, engagements. All right, let's talk about the big picture. You wouldn't hire a plumber, an electrician, or anybody to fix your roof without having some sort of a contract, some fee schedule, some work that they have to do. So let's talk about fee agreements and engagement letters. This is really hot. What I was just holding up was the actual sample engagement letter from CFP Board of Ethics. It says right in there, if you go online, you can look it up. So folks that have been in our firm, whether they're CFPs or CHFCs or whatever they are, all use fee agreements with an actual work contract that says, these are the things we're going to do. This is how much money it's going to cost you. I know it sounds really basic, but let's protect ourselves, right? And if you follow the AARP, now this again is for people that are from 50 to like 80. If you're going to engage someone to do financial planning advice, you need a financial planning advice contract. It's clear, it's concise, it's usually 2 pages, 3 pages tops. It says, I am going to do these things. It's usually risk management, investment, tax management, cash flow, estate planning, doing an investment audit, how much fees you're paying. We just finished doing a case for a person in the firm. She came to us. She had a whole bunch of old mutual funds. They're called C-share funds. They've been around a long time. Used to be quite in fashion to sell them. They have extra fees in them. She was paying about 1.7% for these funds. All those funds are now written on what's called an NAV basis, net asset value, without the extra 1.5%. And you could take the same fund, put it into a managed account, pay your advisor like a half a point, and cut your fees by a third. So this is a part of the engagement. The second part of a financial planning engagement is when you sign up with a financial advisor, you pay a fee. A fee is for planning. Now, let's just talk about it like it's building a house. First, you pay an architect. That's design. Okay, that's what a financial advisor gets for a fee. It's for design. Then you have to go out and get the bricks and sticks, right? Now, when you get the design, you might say, heck, I don't want to do any of these things. I got this financial planning agreement. I paid for it. They gave me the recommendations. I'm done. See you later. Okay, fine. However, after you get your design, then you might want to take action and execution. Those things you pay for. So, perfect example. You do a financial planning agreement, you pay a fee. By the way, these fees are not outrageous. I mean, for the average family, it's maybe $1,500 to get a financial plan done and maybe $500 a year to review it and update it with current laws and stuff. Okay, so you get a financial plan done. And then they say, hey, what you ought to do is you ought to execute a greater amount of term insurance for your family. So then you go out and buy term insurance. That's getting some of the bricks and sticks to build your plan. Or they might say, hey, you should probably open up a simplified employee pension plan for your side gig doing real estate. Okay, that's an execution part of the plan. Or you might then say, oh, I better get a little trust fund for my granddaughter. Then you go to a lawyer, you have them build a trust fund, and you pay for that. Keep in mind, it sounds like a lot of bits and pieces, but it's true. When you pay for a financial planning engagement, that's the scope. That's the big picture. That should give you your sort of shopping list of all the things that you need to do. And then as you check things off that you pick up on the shopping list, just like in the supermarket, you pay for each one of these things. I will tell you, having a clearly outlined fee agreement for your financial planner and you, it separates a lot of mystery. You know what you're getting, you know what you're paying. And then if you want to execute on certain services, planners call this implementation, but it really means after you design the house, then you tell your financial planner, go get me some bricks, get me some sticks, put a roof on it. And all those separate acts of implementation are things that you may pay for in addition to the plan. Knowing the basics of what a financial advice document looks like, that's just part of the art of being smart.